Are you looking for the best Garmin watches? In this video, we will look at some of the 5 best Garmin watches on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Garmin Fēnix 7 Pro Sapphire Solar Smartwatch. For riders who like having as much data on the fly as possible, the Fēnix watch line represents Garmin's efforts to pack as much functionality into one device as possible. There are 11 different cycling modes on this watch that can measure trail grittiness, e-bike battery levels, and subsequent range estimates, to name a few metrics. Another helpful perk for riders who like their long outings. This watch face has built-in solar panels, which give you a few more hours of juice just from being out on a sunny day. Number 2. Garmin Forerunner 265 Smartwatch. Selling for the same price as Garmin's Edge 840 head unit, which is one of the brand's best mid-range computers. The Forerunner 265 pinpoints the balance between Garmin's budget-minded watches and its $1,000 devices. Its accuracy is top tier for its price point, per our testing, and this model has a far more readable display than its predecessor thanks to a bright OLED screen. A near-critical feature if you don't want to take your hands off your grips for too long to check your mileage. The Forerunner 255, Garmin's second most recent entry in this product line, also gets an honorable mention for having a longer battery life, 10 more hours in GPS mode, in exchange for a dimmer screen. You might not be willing to make this compromise if you can only glance at your data on the trail, but it's a great trade-off if you don't want to charge your watch as often. Number 3. Garmin Forerunner 55 Smartwatch. Need something a bit more pared down and approachable than the 265? No problem. The Forerunner 55 still boasts solid GPS tracking, a heart rate monitor, and 2 weeks of battery life. On top of that, it's half the price of the 265, and it sacrifices little more than a few premium features like running stride length trackers and a pulse oximeter. Nothing you need to track a ride effectively. One catch worth noting here. There are only 2 cycling modes available on this watch, one for indoor and one for outdoor. If you like context-rich data, this might be a turn-off, but you can assuredly track a ride. Number 4. Garmin Enduro 2 Smartwatch. What happens when you take the top-shelf performance of the Fēnix and re-optimize it for maximum battery life? You get the Enduro, a similarly high-caliber solar watch that can last a staggering 46 days in smartwatch mode. Perfect for a long bike packing outing without places to recharge. The face, at 51mm, is a bit large for our preference, but it also doesn't have as many rough edges or enormous buttons as other premium smartwatches. In other words, it's bulky, but it's not unwieldy. Number 5. Garmin Forerunner 965 Smartwatch. Finding a way to efficiently and effectively track 3 back-to-back activities has been a long-time annoyance for data-hungry triathletes. But the 965's triathlon mode gives you the freedom to swap between workouts without ending your activity. Simply hit the lap button at the start and end of each transition. According to the 5-atmosphere water pressure rating on this device, 5 times the standard above water air pressure, you can also submerge it in water up to 50 meters deep without damaging it. Ergo, you're free to wear this watch in the pool as you churn out training laps.